back for we're gonna close the show out with two topics that I think are dope to talk about with both these cats. And the first one I want to get into, man, is we getting a little older, and we can't do the same stuff we did when we was younger. And like I salute both these cats just with the weight they've lost and the way they've been able to maintain themselves and keep themselves up. And I know my man Dez talked about like he don't eat pork no more. And even just in my life, like it's certain stuff I got to start to cut out, just in terms of eating, and just cut out just doing like candy and like cookies and like all that little stuff. I used to be able to eat that like, and nothing was gonna happen. And like I'm fortunate that my job is super physical, so some stuff I can get away with, but it's other stuff that just man I got to start to cut it out. So man. Just cats being our age in our 30s, man. I want y'all to talk about, man, how important it is just to eat better, man, and how the impact it's had with y'all, especially you, bro. Just knowing your journey, bro, and your story, bro, man.
Bro, it was like the best way I can put it is like, man, more life. Like we was just talking, before the camera came on about kids and stuff like that, bro. And I got to start looking at that. Then I got to start looking at my likeness and my image. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. As a big dude, I can attract some women and stuff like that. But it was just like how you looking. You know what I'm saying? It looks sloppy to a point, bro. Like, and that's what I want people to understand. It has to be within you as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In that, I got a lot of discipline too. So the journey was just one of them things where it wasn't just a physical journey; it was mental for me too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
what made you start? What made you be like, okay, I gotta
well,
change?
Man, I was in a long lasting relationship. You know what I'm saying. Once I finally shook that, I kind of was like juggling in between like. Playing that game. Am I gonna go back? Get with this person, or am I done? And it was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
So now at that point, I started to rebuild myself. You know what? I didn't have a TV for a house. I didn't have a bed. I didn't have all of these things. So it was like, and I didn't have a place to go yet. So I ended up moving in with a homeboy of mine at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was jamming with. Moved in, paid my portion of rent, started me some bread up. You know what I'm saying? I did that for probably 4 to 5 months. Did that. Earlier than that next year, I moved into my own place. You know what I'm saying? So then it was like, boom, what phase are we in now? Like I said, I got that relationship, and it was just like I feel like once I look back on it, it was like maybe those things had me content. I was stuck in a situation, and it also was helping me put weight on it. You hear one of them things where you hear people say like, "Oh, man, I don't be stressing about nothing." You know what I'm saying? And you thinking like that, but honestly, I probably was, Like, I just wasn't coming to terms with myself. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm pushing it off and just eating donuts and Philly cheesesteak sandwiches and things like that, packing that weight on. So then I went through that mental journey where it's like, okay, building myself back up. So then once I moved into my own place, it's like, all right, what are we doing now? It's like, all right, I left. I was working in Milwaukee Public Schools at the time, bro. And these people told me, in order to make $20 an hour, I was only making $17 at the time when I left, right? So this was like 2016. But they told me at that time, no, it wasn't 2016. This had to be like, this is 2018.
Yeah.
So it's like 2018, I make like $17, bro. I was coaching as well, so that's how I was making up for more bread. You know what I'm saying? And I worked event staff, so it was like, okay, essentially I'm making around $20 an hour.
Yeah.
Saying $25 an hour, but I'm working extra long hours to make up for one job. So I'm doing all that. I'm doing that constantly, bro. I'm around kids. I'm eating nothing but chips, candy, soda. Chips, candy, soda. I'm letting them go get double cheeseburgers at McDonald's because they want to go get some lunch. Make sure you bring me one bag. I'm going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going through that. So it was like, man, I'm tired of working 2 jobs like that. This ain't really paying, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just, you mean to tell me the pay grade came out?
Yeah.
And I had to be working there 20 years to make $20 an hour. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
At that point, at the summer, I had already picked up a job with FedEx. And I was working for a subcontractor, so I was getting paid every week.
Yeah.
Only benefit I didn't have was insurance, like 401k, but it was like the money, bro, I couldn't beat it. It was making like $800 a week.
Yeah.
Almost $900 a week, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, so I started transitioning to doing that. And I wasn't sure, like, I kind of thought maybe I was going to go back to MPS, but I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this now. So, bro, I started doing that, but then I'm like, okay, this money is good, but now I'm finding myself, so no matter what time I got done, I could be done at 9 o'clock, I could be done at noon. You know, I was done for the day. You know what I mean? Once I delivered everything that had to be delivered, I was done. You know what I mean? I'm starting 7 something in the morning, so in 4 hours I could be done with 100 stops or something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was doing that, and then, like I said, I was at the crib just sitting. Like I caught myself sitting. Boom, we got another job.
Yeah.
At that point, now I ain't just sitting no more. I'm working like crazy. I'm almost only getting 1 meal a day in, bro.
Okay.
Being honest, but it's trash. It's some Wendy's or something like that.
Yeah.
But you got to think, it's only 1 meal.
Yeah.
So I'm honestly fasting. I'm on that hot truck all day. What you think I'm doing? I wasn't drinking a Powerade. I used to bring that gallon of water every day, bro.
Yeah.
I was drinking that. I was
so organically.
That's just
organically.
Just in the midst of that, I started doing that. But of course, on my weekends, I was still doing me.
Yeah.
Still eating bad, drinking bad, all that good stuff. So, but my weeks was always good because of that. So then I got to the point where I probably had lost like 50 pounds. Remember I told you I was like 400.
Yeah.
So I lost like 50 pounds at that point. So 50 pounds look different on the dude that was 400. You like, oh man, you lost a lot of weight. But I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Like, but I'm on something else.
Yeah.
So then at that point, I meet my new lady. You know what I'm saying? I meet Kristen, and she was on Kill at the time.
Okay.
So then she put me on that. So this is all like around the time me and her getting together. We jamming.
Yeah.
And then boom, we get together like around like we officially like become an item like the end of September.
Yeah.
So then from that point we together. I still had my place. She still had her place or whatever. At that point.
Yeah.
So then COVID was hitting. So then once that's hitting, it's like I can't afford to keep having my place and being here. You spend night over here every night anyway.
Right.
I buy your place. It's like, yeah, we've been together for like 5 months, but let's do it. Type of thing.
Right.
Probably the best decision ever, bro.
Yeah.
Because in that, I was, you know what I'm saying, father figure role with her, you know, her kids or whatever, still, you know, maintaining my children, making sure they straight. It had helped me and her build, you know what I'm saying, even stronger in a relationship, because it's like, mentally you can easily just be like, all right, no, we don't need to do this.
Yeah.
But it's like we constantly always talking, always working through stuff like that. And I'm saying all this to tie you into the weight loss because it helps you with your mental clarity. It really does. Helps with your sex life. It helps with everything. It helps with your sleeping.
Yeah.
When you're eating good, you're eating healthy, it helps with your digestive system. When you're eating healthy, boss, like, and don't get me wrong, you can have the times where you cheat. You can have the times where you just eating bad. But understand you need to work out twice as hard. Understand you need to get a lot of water in your body. Anybody out there dealing with arthritis, I want to put that out there as well. If it bothers you a lot, it's because you don't drink a lot of water. Please drink a lot of water. Please drink a lot of water. Please drink a lot of water. I'm going to keep promoting that.
Did you ever feel like, man, if I stay like this, bro, this could become deadly?
No, that's what it was, too.
Yeah.
You got to think. Nobody had to tell me I had health issues, Mark. I didn't have to go to the doctor to tell you I might have been on the way to diabetes.
Yeah.
I was eating. That's why a lot of times left pork on. All right, I'm already a naturally big guy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now this is turning to muscle.
Yeah.
Bro, my ankles used to get like out here, bro. From all that salt, not sleeping right.
Yeah.
Sitting upright always. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, I was always trying to get driving jobs. That's the only thing I could really do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll go do my DOT. They was always trying to send me to get sleep apnea test.
Yeah.
My neck was too wide.
Yeah.
But you know how drastically my neck, bro, I went from like a 22, 23, 21, I wear a 17 now around the neck. Think about how drastic that is, bro. That's a lot. That is a lot. 22, 23 to a 17, 16. Like, so it was like I said, when I got to looking at my kids, and it was like, shit, like, and I knew how I used to be athletically, like as far as basketball, all that shit, wanted to get back to stuff I love, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think just life, me going through life, relationships, jobs, things like that changed me to get back to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To myself, how I wanted to look, how I wanted to be. It was never a shame thing with me neither.
Yeah.
It was just one of them things where it was like I needed to take the time to take the discipline. And that's what I did. And that's, if you ever want to lose weight, you got to be disciplined. I can sit here and give you a weight loss plan, a goal, a mindset thing to do. If, internally, if you're not disciplined enough to want to do it for yourself, it ain't never going to work. It will never happen. You just got to be disciplined, bro. Like, that's the best thing I can tell anybody who's looking to lose weight.
Let me ask you this, and then I'll pass it to Josh, bro. What's the goal, man? What you still going? What you aiming
we
for,
are.
man?
Watch this. I recently, bro, like probably before like the beginning of the year, bro, probably like to my weight loss, like when I hit my greatest point, I feel like my lowest was 251. So then now I to watch this, y'all. I've been in between 251 and 264 ever since like last May.
Yeah.
All the way up until January of this year, type of thing. Like I was up in between that, right?
Yeah.
Peak game. I feel like I stopped doing a lot of stuff I was doing. My daily push-ups, doing this, being a little extra, doing a little extra, right?
Yeah.
So then I started going from 264 to 280. So that's where I'm at now, right?
Yeah.
So now me and her is like, we back on our weight loss journey because I never hit my goal, which was like 230 to 240.
Okay.
And the reason why I said that, because I'm finna put it on y'all mind frame. Everybody want to lose weight. The thing is, it's nothing to put on 20 pounds, bro. So if I'm 230, I ain't gonna do nothing to shoot to 250.
Yeah.
I can do what? Get right back in mode and shoot right back down to 230 opposed to being 250 shooting at 270.
Right.
280. Yeah. I don't want to be hovering around 300 no more. So that's my
right.
goal. I want to be nowhere near 300 no more.
Yeah.
I want to be hovering around 2. If anything, I want to hit a spurt and probably pop down to 200 if I could.
Yeah.
That's not something I really want to do.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to look sick at that point. Yeah. So my goal is in between 230 and 250.
I mean, just one more thing for me, bro. In terms of diet, bro, what worked for you? I know you said the water, bro. You don't mess with the pork no more. What else could you tell the people maybe to try that?
Get used to having stuff that always require bread, and you know what I'm saying. That you feel like always require bread, and get used to just trying to eat it regularly.
Eat it without
just.
Okay.
And I tell you like this. Another thing too, a lot of y'all don't realize. Stop drinking all that alcohol. I'm gonna tell you this, but I'm gonna tell you this in a good way too. If you want to drink your alcohol, but you gotta drink it straight. If you want to drink your alcohol, add club soda to it or seltzer.
Yeah.
Don't get smacked. But leave the juices alone, the fruit juices and all that, because that adds the weight on you as well. Okay. And then, like I said, stay with the water. That's being honest. I say stay with the water and then cut as many carbs out as possible. Like they tell you that because it's real.
Yeah.
So if you're a noodles and pastas type of person and stuff like that, get used to just trying to implement different stuff to take place of the noodle.
Yeah.
Like mushrooms or. Man, get into the habit. I fell in love with salad, bro. Ain't nothing but lettuce, and you can add anything you want to add to it, as long as you ain't tucking no croutons.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you can add to it, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. You can add anything. You want to throw some strawberries in your salad? Why not? Like add anything you want to add to it, and then add a little fruit to your diet. I say natural fruit is the worst. So if you want to add some fruit, add some berries. Me, I've been eating bananas and watermelon just to have fruit in my diet. Cause I've been really going low carb with it.
Yeah.
Instead of going that whole keto wave.
Yeah.
We doing low carb, but I'm cutting a lot of bread and just natural, like regular shit, like sugars. You probably won't catch me drinking no fruit juices or nothing. You know, usually we had a Momo's going, but I was like, I can't really do the OJ. I can't do the orange juice. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, or the champagne for real. So it's like, just making better choices, dog. You just gotta want it, man, and understand, bro. Like. It's better on your joints. Everything is better, bro. Like I can't stress that enough. Like life is better when you a little bit healthier, bro. I ain't saying I'm a weight guru or no, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I just told you, I'm 280 right now. Like I'm in between that and 250 right now. I'm trying to get on the downside. And I got a month before reps start, so you know the little basketball league. So I'm gonna take that in stride and that. The extra incentive for me to get more in shape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Finna get back hitting these push-ups this week, these setups with the medicine ball. I told you, me and little man finna run around this yard with the wave vest, bro. So everything's just you know what I'm saying?
And that's a strong man. I know firsthand. Strong guy right there. Go ahead, take the mic, Josh.
Yeah, man. For me, I feel like I'm still on my journey. I dropped 55 and it wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
It was more so due to stress, doing 1 meal a day, which I don't think is the most healthiest way of weight loss. And since then, I put back probably 15, 20, and I attribute that to just eating more, having more than 1 meal a day. And so for me, everything is not about looks for me, bro. It's really more so about how I feel, and like I hate feeling like, this pain in my joints or 'cause it's crazy. I think at my highest I got up to 315, and it was during a point of like just comfortability. You know what I mean? Like everything was good in life. You know, I had a routine, bro, where I was still hooping. You know what I mean? I'll get up Monday, Wednesday, Friday, play basketball from 5 to 7 in the morning, go to work. After work, go cut some lawns, come home, but then I'm having a big dinner because I ain't eat really much all day.
Right.
And, I feel like there's a lot of, my wife cooks very rich. Yeah, it's just very rich.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of sodium. And so I think part of the journey, I'm learning what my body agrees with and what my body doesn't agree with.
Yeah.
I agree with what he said about, just cutting out a lot of the carbs. I think, for people that are bigger, naturally, low carb is, tends to work.
Yeah.
And he's right. Like, you don't have to cut out things that you love. Just do it without the bread.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I went through a whole keto phase multiple times. My wife will tell you that like she got tired of making, like I would have her make me meals.
Yeah.
And prep them for the week, and then within a couple weeks, I'll be like, man, I'm tired of that. You know what I mean? I just want to have the real thing, whether it was a fish fry or a burger. Like I was tired of eating lettuce wraps and all that stuff. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do something that I don't feel like I can sustain because it's only gonna be for a short period of time.
Let me ask y'all this: with that keto, is it filling, or do you got to eat like a lot of it, or is it like
it's all meat based really?
Okay.
It's meat and vegetables. You know what I'm saying? And then you can have selective like veggies in there.
Yeah.
They don't produce starch or whatever.
Okay.
That's really a lot of what it is. Like you said, like lettuce wraps and eating a burger on lettuce and things like that. You gotta get used to doing that.
It'll fill you up though.
Yeah, but you gotta think
you
eat meat. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times when you eating lettuce, I mean, like I said, bro, you gotta hook that salad up, Mark. I'm sliding turkey bacon in that thing. I'm carrots. I got celery. I got you know what I mean? Like some cucumber around. I might put some of that in there. Like hook that thing up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I still don't like. I'll be on keto and I still eat ketchup and barbecue sauce on my meats.
So you can't even eat all because
you not necessarily should. You shouldn't. But you see what I'm saying? I still. It's not like I'm going all the way left, bro. It's like I'm still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to dib and dab a little bit. Hot sauce is my best friend during keto and shit. Like, or low carb. I only want to keep saying keto because I don't want people to get hooked on that, but it works. Yeah. Keto worked, bro. That's how I lost majority of my weight. It worked for me. I'm not gonna say it worked for everybody.
I was gonna say it doesn't
work for everybody.
It really didn't do all that much for me. I've dropped some weight off of it. And I was structured, bro. I had the app. It was a carb manager app. Okay. I was logging everything from a little bit of salt I'll put in my, I was just,
you had to get it down, man.
You didn't have to, but that's just how I got it. Because I was so focused on like, man, why can't I lose weight?
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I'm going to see specialists, all this type of stuff. And man, really, it's like I said, it's still a journey. I still haven't necessarily figured it completely out.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, when I dropped throughout the season of stress, man, I was shocked because I was truly convinced that it was just like something wrong with me. You know what I mean? Because I'm eating clean. I'm eating keto. I'm tracking. I'm talking months at a time. Yeah. And I'll see maybe like a 5-10 pound swing, but nothing more than that. So
let me ask y'all about this. Yeah. When y'all was dropping weight, did y'all feel better when it was like 1 pound here, 2 pounds here, 3, or when it was like, damn, I just lost like 7 pounds quick?
I didn't chase it. It got to a point where I would now.
It was just happening.
So now we weighed in.
Yeah.
So like every Thursday morning, before I hit it, I'll weigh in now. Just because I want to see.
Yeah.
Because we on that, me and her, they ain't competing, but we just checking for ourselves and things like that. Mm-hmm. When I was on that journey, bro, it was a lot of stuff I didn't do. Like, you probably didn't see me posting myself like that. Yeah. I wasn't checking my weight every day because it wasn't about that. Yeah. It was just about me getting healthier. Yeah. So like, even now, bro, like if I lose, bro, people don't understand. In a night, you can go from losing 5 to gaining 7. Yeah. In a night. Yeah. So it's like you can't hang on that. You know what I mean? Like I was just hanging on the fact that I felt better, like bro said. Okay. I was feeling better, Mark. And that's what I said. Everything is better. That's what I meant by that. Like I just feel better, bro.
And testament to Josh, bro. Last time you came here for a haircut, and I just want to say congrats to my man. Just congrats to my brother. But I told him like, bro, your hair look more full, bro. Like you looking, you looking more fuller, bro.
Yeah.
Just with his hair, and you know what I'm saying, there's more peace in his life now. Like you can see it just with something as simple as your hair.
Right.
Like people try to take all these pills and like all that, but just man, get some peace in your life, and you gonna see, you know, what that do for you.
Absolutely. I think a point that he touched on before was stress, and a lot of us think that we don't have it. Matter of fact, I was seeing a doctor, and he was like, because I told him, he asked me about what my stress levels were like, because we're talking about the topic of weight loss, and he said, well, what's your stress look like? I said, man, I looked at my lap, I'm like, stress? What's that? You know, like I don't feel that.
Yeah.
Then I started to like dial in, and I'm like, yo, maybe we've just been conditioned as a society that when stress comes, we feel like we have so many different ways in how to handle it that we feel like we don't have stress, but there's stress there. It's just what we're, you know what I mean? We're masking it in so many different ways.
And it's typically what you're frustrated by. That's what we don't get. It's typically what we're frustrated by, which is our stress. Every time that thing happens, we lose it. We don't even realize.
See, and that's the thing. I wasn't blowing up. I wasn't really losing it. So I'm looking at stress like, hey, you know, if I'm stressed, I'm spazzing out on, you know, this, that, or that. I wasn't having those moments.
Kind of like internally just
I'm hoarding it inside.
Got you.
Right?
Got you.
And so when he said that, and I went back to him, I said, maybe I am. I said, but maybe I'm holding it inside, and that's doing something to my body to not be able to function properly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there was a couple health scares that happened in that season, and he said try doing mindfulness, this, that, the other, and I don't know, man. I feel like you know, this part of my faith is to, you know, be in prayer for, you know, every day at some points, and I think just being more mindful of that and really letting things go that are not in my control.
Yeah.
And looking at health as a whole, like a whole being, like your spirit, right? Your physicality, your mental. And trying to come at it from that angle versus just being like in the kitchen or in the gym. That's where I don't know if I told you this, but I was telling Mark, man, like, I have no problem working hard. I can go to the gym. I can be there for hours. I can hoop. I can work out. Like, I'm a dog when it comes to that. And then go do my job, work 8 hours, get off, go do some lawns. And so, like, that's where I was confused. I'm like, man, I'm doing the work, and I'm not over here sitting here eating ho-hos, and you know, like I'm not lazy. So how is this happening? Yeah. And I think in my experience, it's just been more stress related. So I'm still learning, man. I'm still learning about what you know, triggers my body and like inflammation. You know what I mean? There's certain things that'll inflame the joints and just don't agree with my digestive system. So still learning those things. Definitely agree with drinking a lot of water. Try to get at least a gallon a day. Yeah, man, it's a journey. So I hope anybody out there that struggles with the same things just does their homework, listens to their body, and takes it serious. Because I think another thing he said was like, you know, you start looking at the grand scheme of things. It's like, man, you got a family to raise. It's no longer. It's not just about you. Those babies need us. You know, our families need us. Our community needs us. And so, man, if nothing else, let that be your motivating factor to like dig deeper in what you want to look like, feel like, and so
nobody don't care about you like you too.
That's it.
That's something I had to grasp. Like, wasn't nobody gonna lose that way from me.
Right. Yep.
Nobody could. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nor did I have money to go think I was gonna have a surgery.
Right.
Like,
you wouldn't even want to lose it that way, bro.
You feel what I'm saying? No, I was just gonna say that, like, it's not who I am, bro. Like, it's not. I allowed myself to get that big. I should allow myself to be able to lose the weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like you got to care about yourself. Yeah. You know? Like I said, discipline, man. You got to have it somewhere. Like I said, it helped me with everything. Like being disciplined within my weight loss helped me be disciplined within life.
I think
so. I wasn't as disciplined. Like they say, you are what you eat type of thing. Like,
y'all hit it on the head though, man. Y'all both are great fathers, man, and like y'all just want to be around and able to be around and active too, not like baby go to play. I gotta sit down for a little bit. Like nobody want to do that.
Right. And my thing, I never
this
got.
What it's about, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
I never got to that point, bro. I'll be honest. Like, you know, when I tell people how much I weigh, they look at me like, "What?" Like, how I carry it is different. I don't feel the weight that I am and was.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. For me, I look at it like, again, do I feel good? And I had a weird scare. I don't know if I told you, but like back in 2021, I would go on walks with the family after work, and bro, I couldn't walk like a block without getting in like crazy pain, bro. My legs, both of them would just stop. And so I went in. They thought I had blood clots in my legs. They checked it out. I said, no, that's not it. It ended up being a rare condition called chronic exertional compartment syndrome. And basically, what happens is like in your lower legs, you have 4 quadrants, and there's the fascia that holds the muscle in place. And what was happening is like as my muscle would expand on walks, the fascia was not expanding with it, so it was choking the muscle out. And it, man, when I tell you it was like painful and just like the most bizarre feeling. They told me, they're like, hey, listen, you can take care of this. And he said, if you're active, you can take care of this by going and getting surgery. Otherwise, like in years, if you continue to be as active as you are, you may need to get your legs amputated because the pressure is going to build up. So what they did is they did a pressure test in both my legs, and average pressure is supposed to be 15 pounds in each leg. Man, one was at 85, one was at like 115. And so had the surgery done December 2021, and I'm not gonna lie, that opened up the gates to being a lot more active for me, because it was like there could only be a limit to how active I was being without being in extreme pain. You know what I mean? And I wasn't used to that. I'm like, man, I go to the gym, I work out for, you know, if I go play basketball, I get lost there for at least 2 hours. You know what I mean? But it was like no matter what I did, I could try and go swim, and it was pain. You know?
How was it bouncing back from the surgery?
Bouncing back was probably, I would say, a good 2-3 months, so I felt full strength. But now I don't. That pain has never come back again. So basically, all they did was they cut open both sides of the legs, outside, inside, and then that cut back the fascia to allow the muscle to expand. So, man.
That's good, bro.
So, take care of it. That's another thing, man.
Glad you went in.
That's another thing, man. I feel like as people of color, and especially men of color, we have just men too. I feel like we have a really hard time going in and getting checked out. Don't neglect anything you feel like you know you better than anybody else, and if you know something don't feel right, go get it checked out before it's something, you know, that could cost you in the long run. I know that for me hurt me, where I was like, man, I can't even go on a walk with my children after work without being in pain. I'm having to tell them like, nah, I have to sit back, you know, and explain to them what was going on. And so I'm sitting here as their father, telling them to be a proponent of, if you see a problem, try and find a solution no matter what it is. And then I wasn't doing the work for a few weeks. So I'm like, no, listen, I gotta go in, figure out these answers. And to be honest, I didn't know what to believe. But once it got to the point where I heard the, leg amputation potential, I was like, hey, listen, y'all know better than me. You guys are doctors for a reason. Go ahead and take care of this.
That's scary.
And it's one of the best decisions I've made. So.
That's scary.
That's what's up, man. Again, I'm proud of both of y'all, man. Like, just seeing the transformations.
I appreciate
both.
it.
Like, I seen Dad's transformation before we even really got to rocking like that.
Yes, sir. Same.
On Facebook, like,
same.
Oh, that's big fan back in the wild, dog.
Yeah.
Dog, whoopie cushion down. Man, so it's like, man, like, and it's like if you could transform physically, man, just transform it mentally. It just show that you care, bro. Anybody, like, I want people around like that because they care. Man.
Absolutely.
And just being, how many families we know, the dad done passed because of some type of situation. Now you got a mama alone trying to deal with 4 or 5 kids. So yeah, health, man. That's why I want to talk about this segment here, man. It's something that's taboo to talk about.
Sure.
Yeah.
And like,
I agree.
and like I said, man, I'm in decent shape, but that don't mean I can't run into certain problems or prevent certain problems now. So I don't got to. I can be in my 50s and still active and run around with my kids even when they grown. So I think these conversations like definitely should take place more. Des, man, I think you should man do something with this, bro. Document and tell more people about what you did, because what you did, that's not light work, bro. That's something like I like when I saw you like the way I'm like, bruh, like what you do. And I'm curious, just on some curiosity.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Do?
That's crazy, and I think I actually might, bro. And I'm saying that on camera because you said that to me. Like you're going to be the last person to say that to me. I just got to figure out how I want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't like being cliche or following behind. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be. I ain't no Richard Simmons, or I ain't one of them people who. This ain't what I'm promoting. You know what I'm saying? I'm promoting just life and wellness. Yeah. So it's just like you know what I'm saying? Like, man, bro, it's just.
But it's really you. It ain't even. It ain't
a lot of people said that.
It's really your story, bro.
A lot of people ask me, bro, and I was like, I tell them like it's minuscule, but. People be like, nah, bro. Like,
you need to put that out, bro.
Yeah. So I just gotta figure out how to do it, bro.
You ain't even gotta get into no like regimen. Just getting people encouragement. Like, bro, I used to be 400, like straight up 400, man. And when I'm at my weight now, bro, y'all can do it too. Absolutely. Because like I got people, everybody got somebody in their family who struggle with weight. And the problem is they don't know where to start. Yeah. Like they don't know how to start. Like, well, like, how do I start? And I think that's when you start. That's just getting half the battle over with.
But you know, bro, I'm so passionate, and I go hard behind stuff, and I would just want, like, if I am going to be like to try to reach and help people, bro, I just want them to be like to like that's the only thing I would ask, like, to just really give me themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, listen, like, I don't want to just be speaking for no reason either. Right. At times, but it's like. Just give me yourself, bro, because I can really help you if you gonna. But you gotta want to. You have to want to. Like it starts within your heart first.
Think about how many people in the city that can help, bro. Like, how many people like dealing with this, weight issues in Milwaukee, bro. That could like see somebody from Milwaukee, like real dude from Milwaukee, go on this journey and just see the success you had, and I could do it too. Yeah, I think that would be good for you, man. Good for the city.
Yeah,
if anybody gonna be a
I figure out how to do it. Yeah. I try to figure out how to do that, bro. Because I want to be, like I said, just want to be different and going about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want to be cliche with it, like right. I just don't want to follow the trend. Right. I just want to make it different, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I would want to really, really help. You know, outside of my words, like, cause I feel like people don't got that support system neither. Yeah, I had a support system. That's something I can't forget. I had a support system. Like, I wasn't cooking those meals. Kristen was. Right. You know what I'm saying? Even now, if I get down on my dad, she'll pull me up. Like, hey, come on, now. If I gotta eat it, you gotta eat it. Right. And vice versa. When she have her days, you know what I mean? And then we both had those days when guess what? Man, baby, we've been doing good. Let's go cheat. Right. You know, we doing this together. We going to cheat together. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Like we in it together, so we doing bad together. We can do good together. You know what I mean? So it's just one of them things. But I had a support system too, bro. That matters a lot. And if you don't got a support system, like bro always say, man, you hang on your faith. You know what I'm saying? And you push towards that, and that'll get you through. You know what I'm saying? But if you need lean on your faith, if you need something to lean on, because everybody don't got a support system, so I understand that too.
Yeah, that's facts.
But you got to. You got to do it for yourself if you want to be successful. Success comes with being healthy. I can tell you that.
And just loving yourself
gives you your longevity. It gives you longevity if you can be healthy, man.
That's facts. I think y'all nailed that topic out the park, man. I want to do that more, bro.
Yeah, we can.
Just more health topics. We're gonna have Matt here, Brandy here, bro. Everybody, definitely can do that.
Man, do a cut talk from the field one day. Get out there and run some laps. Like we should be able to all.
I'm with it.
Yeah, man, I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? We'll do the cut talk from the bleachers one day, bro. Like,
man, I'm with it.
Keep it at 100. If we gonna sit here and talk about it, we all should be able to get out there and put a little work in, and it might help some of the guys who on the panel who don't work out regularly. Right. Like, you know me, like I'm through my job, I get it in every day just as well as Mark.
Yeah.
And then I do have my times where I will go and just work out by myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you still playing.
And I'm still playing ball, so my stamina and my cardio is a little bit better than other guys. But man, I would love to get them out there. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll push me. Man, I use my Saturdays and I be chilling, bro. We doing cut talk. I could really been up this morning. Like I got up and cut the grass, but I could have really got up and put some work in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why not? And that's what that's helped me. Like I said, within the journey, bro. Like understanding, like why just sit on the couch when you can just go do some setups?
Right.
Even
just
right there.
Yeah.
Calisthenics, jumping jacks.
Yeah.
Anything helps.
Yeah.
And it could be nothing, but it's just 35 to 45 minutes a day too.
Yeah.
You got that time.
Yeah.
Because you could go, if you can go sit down for that time, you should be able to work out for that time.
Fact. Any last words, Josh?
Man, appreciate you having me and doing this. Yeah, I encourage people just to stay active, whatever it is you like doing. If it's walks, if it's playing ball, if it's swimming, just being up and off the couch and out away from a screen.
Yeah,
our
facts.
generation is so
Facts.
in front of screens, Netflix binging and sitting on Facebook. I don't know. I'm a huge proponent for getting rid of social media. I know it can be a great platform, but it can also be a great distraction. So, I feel like once we really lock in on what it is we want and
What's important?
what is important, right? What are your values, and start working towards that. And like he said, you're gonna have days where you don't feel like doing it, and it's okay. Just don't make a habit out of it, right? Bounce back. There's weeks where I know I went too hard, and I feel it the next week, and I'm like, man, I'm drained. I gotta listen to my body at that point and sit down and just spend time with the family. But then right back, within the next couple of days, I'm back up doing my thing. So if you don't have a support system, find one. Get in groups. Join a gym that has classes or whatever throughout the gym. I know if you are on social media, there's all types of groups you can join. There's support out there, even if you feel like you don't have support.
Yeah.
Go. I know at our church they got tons and tons of groups where guys and women are working out. They're doing things outside of the home that are just getting you around each other, building community. So I know that's one thing I didn't feel like I had growing up very much of, and so that was one thing I made it a point of. Like, hey, I don't have very much family, so I gotta find friends that I can trust enough to become family. And build with. So that's huge in the journey of not only health but life in general. You can have up days, down days. So.
No, for sure. I need y'all for one more segment and we can get up out of here.
Yeah.
So a few weeks ago, and y'all probably heard this chick on the radio. I ain't gonna call her a chick. I think she's a lawyer. Her name is Ebony K. Williams, and she was asked, would she date a bus driver? And she said, I would date him if he owned the bus. And kind of pooping on blue collar cats. Like, I'm in transportation. I'm a semi-truck driver. Yeah. I'm familiar with city bus drivers, and they do very well for themselves, especially if they drive MTT.
That's very for sure. We ain't going.
I think it might even be a government job.
No, that's a city. For sure.
They do very well. So like just blue collar jobs in general, bro. Like
the things that's accessible to them when they retire is
man
out of this world.
Bro, thank you. Like so that's what's crazy. That's why I'm tripping.
I need to get y'all, whoever want to take the mic to take it.
And she doubled down on it.
She did. I need y'all. I need to hear what your response or your take on that.
At the end of the day, it's subjective, right?
Yeah.
Like, you hate to hear it because it's like, man, who are you to feel like you're above someone like that? To me, any person that gets up and works and does their job every day and has the the will and the drive to try and become better at what they do, and has goals for being better than the current position they're in. Hey, they're cool by me. Whether that's working at Burger King or a bus driver or you the president of the United States. So so hearing that man, that grieves my heart because it's like, man, who are you? You're a lawyer? Okay, great. Like, but that don't necessarily mean that you can't level with another. That
you can't
man,
deal with a bus driver.
Who's to say that man don't treat you like absolute gold?
You know what I mean? I like the fact that you said it's subjective.
Yep.
And where I'm finna go with this is, I'm gonna break it down to male and female.
Yeah.
And all my asks is for all my ladies out there, all my females out there. I'm not gonna sit here and talk down on y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and propose anything to y'all. Well, I will. But I propose this. I say, stop. If you feel you as a woman, you need a wonderful man, you need somebody who is for you and things like that. Don't ever. Now, I'm not saying don't have standards. I'm not saying don't let your morals be a factor. I'm not saying none of that. So we know what all comes to play when you want to be with somebody. But please, we have to stop allowing money and just the stereotypes. We got to stop allowing stereotypes to be status to be the gateway, because you can build a person up to whatever you need them to be as far as a unit. You know what I mean? What y'all need to be together.
Right.
So it's not always about you might have met him. He might be a bus driver when you met him, but he could potentially own his own company one day with your help behind him.
Yeah.
So we have ladies. You got to stop shitting on guys. You got to, no matter the circumstance, whether he's a barber, whether he's a janitor or whatever. Take him as he is. I say, see about him.
Yeah. See
what his morals and values is. See what his character is.
Yeah.
And then see if you can build with that, opposed to just worried about his finances. Except the fact that he might not have it, but he can take you on a date.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I just asked to them, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just hearing that, because it's like, I just want to take that approach with it. Yeah. Because she's only speaking for a small group of women who feel that way. Right. I'm just being honest. She's speaking for a particular group of women that feel that way, and she's not wrong. I'm going to tell you that, too, because that's her opinion. That's her way of thinking. So when y'all says it's subjective, it is. You know, and I ain't going to feel no type of way about it, but I will say it's cliche. I will say that's small-minded. I will say you might be missing your Prince Charming if you know what I'm saying? You might be wondering why you done had this run of bad luck on men. Maybe you need to change your thought process. You know what I mean? And maybe she's well off right now. Maybe she got a man that cares for her and owns a Fortune 500 company. We don't know that. So she's speaking from that side of it. Like, nah, I got a boss over here. That's how she feeling. You know what I'm saying?
And she don't.
Exactly.
She don't.
Exactly. But you know, I'm playing devil's advocate. You know, I'm not. You know what I mean, bro? Because that's why she's on TV speaking like that. Because women who typically don't have, they typically speak that way. So that's why I just posed what I just posed to them, because we have to stop doing that. Even as men, you know what I mean? Like, with certain things we need to stop doing to women. You know what I'm saying?
I will give her the benefit of the doubt. I think, I ain't gonna put words in her mouth, but what she probably was trying to say, but it was so heated in the moment, she probably was gonna say. She probably was wanting to say, I don't mind. Ain't nothing wrong with a bus driver. But if I'm going to marry somebody, I want to build with somebody who's financially equal.
She doubled down on it after
but
that.
I was trying to give her the benefit. She did.
She doubled down on the days after that.
But I'll say this. Had she said, it's nothing wrong with a bus driver, but I just want somebody more financially on my level, I wouldn't have been like, man, she entitled. She can say what she said, but that people wouldn't have took that the way that they typically, like, she just like pooping on. And then she said her mama was a bus driver.
That's
so that kind of like damn,
that's what's crazy about it.
Her mama was a bus driver.
So then, like I said, like what's on the surface, maybe psychologically,
it might be more to it.
You know what I'm saying? And she got on TV, and that just came out. But that is crazy. I mean, it ain't crazy because that's how she thinks. Like, it's her.
She can't feel that way. She can't feel that way. But like, she got to understand. She's part of the 1% probably. She probably got millions in the bank. It's a lot of brothers who get up every day, go to that factory job,
for sure.
Go to that warehouse job,
go
to that loading dock,
go to the
put in work and take care of their kids and support their wife. So when you say something like that, you pooping on all those people. She a black lady. It's a lot of black brothers who get it. We all get
she
up.
Got some family members who probably going through that.
Man,
it's being real. Like,
man, we
putting that work in.
We for the most, we all blue collar. Like we get it out the mud. every day. So to hear another sister just say that, it's like damn. Like, and it just on some real ish. Like I told you, I'm a semi truck driver. I know cats who own 4-5 trucks, got millions in the bank, and still drive a truck, like doing very well. Will make you be have some doctors literally looking at their pockets. So I think just people, I think to even take the conversation another level, just being blue collar today is frowned upon. In high school, you don't really hear teachers promoting this or promoting that.
Or strictly go to
like
school.
it just go. It ain't nothing wrong with going to school. No, it's not at all. But it's a lot of people who got degrees.
They didn't push us towards being mechanics.
Man, who working at wherever and they not doing what they degree. No.
That's why part of me, man. Shout out to Mac. I should have went to Tech.
He produced.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, Mac
produced all of that, bro.
Shout out to you, Mac. Mac graduated Tech and got a job. He worked at a factory in Richfield. And he a tool maker. He been there 10 plus years. Wow. Matt got a crib in Brown Deer, got a baby, and he hold all of them. And his wife does very well. She engineered. But Matt hold his family down. And he been blue collar since he got out of school. And Tech pushed that.
Put that in.
So like put it in his noggin. But it's a lot of cats just like Mac though. Like blue collar, get it out the mud.
Get it out the mud,
bro, you already know what it is with plumbers, bro. You already know what it is, how much guap they got, man.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But the amount of work that they put in too.
Right, facts.
Being around and being a trainee, bro. Like, it ain't even sickening. It's like because you reap the benefit of it. When you got a career, you reap the benefit.
Right. And then my man's in the chair. He got his own landscaping business, landscaping thing, bro. Like blue collar, get it out the mud. Like
Josh killing him this time,
man. For real,
no, he killing him.
I see the little smile. He trying to
be I can see it from the back. He's like, I've been waiting on this,
man.
Yeah, man.
But it's
I get it.
It's just like, and I'm not even gonna just say all women think like that because they don't. That's not even a fact. But to the women who like, but to the women who kind of frown on a brother who probably come up to you in like a uniform and want to introduce himself to you, man, don't shun that brother, especially be polite. He got manners.
Understand he in a uniform too. He might not look the best, he might not smell the best, but he's putting that pain in.
I bet you he got bread to put on something fresh on the weekend. Right. Like for real.
When he pull up to you on that date, you don't see it. You're gonna be like,
facts.
Oh, you don't wear hats all the time? No, I'm good, baby.
Man.
You know what I mean? It's just y'all gotta. It's not dig in sometimes.
For real.
That's what guys got to do it be in order to, you know what I mean? I'm giving y'all the secrets, ladies. That's what we do. We got to figure out if she's really for us.
Facts. And man, I'll say this.
I feel like y'all don't dig in. Y'all looking on the surface sometimes. That's just me from experience. I'm not speaking like day to day. I'm speaking from experiences. Like what's on the surface is what grabs the eye a lot of times. That's for males too.
And that's
for males too, because we
be enamored with.
We'll see some nice yams and lose it.
Right.
Like so, it's vice versa. But I just want y'all to appreciate the little things from guys that might not go a long way from y'all, but y'all ain't realizing that it's a lot on our shoulders. Just as well as y'all, I'm gonna keep putting it out there. But we're speaking from a male perspective right now that blue collar working in the element every day. I need y'all to understand that too. Just being in the heat or being in the cold, what that does to the body ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like, just understand it. Like, or try to be understanding.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And understand that the guy is, if he for you, he for you.
Facts.
And he needs you. You know what I mean? You gotta put your best foot forward behind him, so therefore he is owning that company instead of just being a driver.
Exactly. And I'll say this in terms of my job, bro. Man, I be working 12-hour days sometimes, and it be a lot. But I'll be proud to come home and know I just put in some work and sit on the steps by my daughter, take my boots off. I'll be proud of that.
Yeah, just chill.
Baby, I just put in work. My wife do her thing too. I ain't gonna say just all me holding the house down financially. She definitely do her part. But it's proud knowing like, man, I'm keeping the lights on this month. Like my daughter can sit by me proud and she ain't worrying about, man, we're gonna be able to eat today. Or I can send my daughter to daycare knowing because I put in the work. And like I was cutting my son up, my guy's son up the other day. He a truck driver too. And he was saying like, man, my daddy hands always be so rough. I'm like, man, your daddy hands rough and you can eat because your daddy hands so rough. Tell your daddy when you get in the car, thank you for your hands being so rough. Like if you only knew what your dad got to go through each day just for you to be happy. Come home to a game that you telling me about. Being able to go to a basketball tournament. Who you think paying for that? That's your daddy because he ripping his hands up every day delivering packages out of a semi. Like getting up at 3 o'clock every morning.
They don't see that.
Man, they don't.
They're not realizing it. You know, they're not realizing it, bro. One of the things I realized early on in life, I'm gonna give my pops, Carl Scott, all the credit in the world. My pops was on disability from a motorcycle accident since I was 2, bro.
Yeah.
So that means wasn't no work. He got checks.
Yeah.
Do you know that man still got up every day and got 2 involved? Working on cars.
Yeah.
Doing this, doing that. Bringing in multiple streams of income.
Yeah.
To this day, hustling, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really getting to it. I give him all the kudos because it's like watching him do that on disability, bro. You got no excuse.
Yeah.
That's why I don't deal well with excuses from people, bro. You know what I'm saying? And nobody never get one from me, Mark. You don't never hear me say, "Oh yeah, bro, I didn't do this, but."
Right.
Oh, bro, my fault, but ain't no but. When that but come behind you, that excuse is non-valid.
Right. It's but. Literally.
It's a but. You got a button there. If I said I was gonna do something, bro, my fault. I apologize. I ain't do it.
Right. And just
I'll try to make it up to you. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. I ain't do that. It wasn't. Oh, I didn't do it because man, you know these kids. And I had to go do this and I had to go do that. Nobody care about that. You know what I'm saying? So I give my pops all the kudos, bro, for being like we said, a male, black male, African American male. You know what I'm saying? Really set for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really just set to sit on the porch, drink MGDs all day and chill.
Yeah.
Because he get a check, a free check. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But nah, bro, he changed that narrative. And I believe that's part of the reason. That's a lot of the reason I'm the man I am. By seeing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Being in them alleys with him while he under them cars.
It's the same thing you said with Giannis, bro. You said Giannis kids get to see him working out, putting in work. Bro, you seen your daddy do that same. It might not have been with hooping. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? You seen them. Like, Josh, your kids too, man, they see the equipment. They see you probably at home making plans and booking people. Like, they see that. Like, Skylar see
they pay attention to everything.
Man, Skylar could come down to see a barbershop, bro. Like, she know I'll be, you know, she come down and see me taking steel toe boots off. Yeah. That means something. Yeah. So, like, kids can see that. Like, that's only going to make them so much better.
Well, most definitely. Each one teach one. I'm always going to say that, man. It's bigger, and even from male to male. Like, you know what I mean? Like, me and Josh would sit here talking about our daughters, and I asked him a question, like, how he feel about it, because it matters. He's doing it at a different stage. You know what I'm saying? He putting his time in with his baby girl. That process might be different. You know what I mean? They might be getting raised differently. I don't know what's going on, so he sees it from a different landscape. And I should be able to ask him that and learn from him, because he might have something that I don't got. Yeah. We got to get rid of egos too. Along with what she said came with an ego. Right. She got a big ego. That's what that comes with. You know what I mean? For her to feel that way. You know what I mean? Yeah. She has an ego within herself. You know what I'm saying about that? Like, because like you said, because you feel like, oh, like, who is she to feel that way? But she feels like I'm this. You know, I'm her.
They be saying I'm him. I'm her.
Yeah, I'm her.
Now.
Real talk.
And let me ask you this, bro. How good would it feel, just from the black community? Like, I know we do similar things. Yeah. And like you go to a stop and like somebody come out, man. I'm proud of you, bro. Keep going.
No, I've heard.
Like how good that make you feel, bro. Like,
that's crazy. You said that. Yesterday, I delivered a whole pallet, and I had to unload it by hand, bro. Yeah. To a motel out in West Bend. Yeah. New owner. You know what I mean? Just took over or whatever. Yeah. So he really wasn't familiar how we handle it or how it goes or whatever. You know what I mean? Even to the point he was like, oh, let me show you where it goes. I'm like, all right, you know, I do this a lot, whatever. You know what I mean, or whatever. So long story short, I finished it. I bust that pallet down in an hour. Yeah. It was 30, 80-pound bags, bro. Yeah. I probably busted down in an hour. Got done. Of course, I'm sweating, bro. It was hot as a mug yesterday. So I'm beat. I'm busting the pallet down, taking the plastic and all that off. Now he come out. We get to chopping it up a little bit. He was like, man, he was like, dude, no, I appreciate you even talking to me about the pricing and everything like that, because, you know, like, I just took this over, so I want to make sure it's cost affordable for me moving forward to just do this or have you come on a week-to-week basis or something. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, man, no problem, whatever. And he was like, man, you do this all the time? Now I got to tell him, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm 400 pounds. I was like, I used to be 400 pounds, so it was like my work ethic a little bit different now. Like, yeah. I don't mind hitting these stairs, bro. Like, I'm getting to it. Like, this is what I do. I do this every day. He was like, nah, bro. Like, hold on. Come back. $30.
Man, that's love,
Yeah, bro.
bro.
That's $1 back. He's like, I don't take what you just did for granted, bro.
Yeah,
He said he said I literally just watched you walk in from this truck all the way downstairs on another pallet to come back up to keep doing it. You did that 60 times, bro.
Yeah.
He said here. He said this is for your time.
Yeah.
So I know your company is paying you, but this is for your time. I appreciate that. So it's crazy you just said that.
Yeah.
Because it was like, and, bro, you already know me. I'm like, dude, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that made me talk to him almost for another 30 minutes. Because it was like, well, I ain't just finna take this man money. You know what I mean? Because I tell him, I'm like, you pay a mobilization fee. You ain't have to give me this.
Right.
Like, I told him that, like, so my appreciation go a little bit deeper. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't have to do nothing. And that's a man to man. That's a business you running. You already pay. I said, bro, you paid for your bags already, and you paid your mobilization fee.
Yeah.
You did what you supposed to do. This was extra for me.
Right.
I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't gonna put it in the check, bro. He said, I'll make sure I give you cash. He wasn't gonna put it in the check for him.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it, bro. Anything anybody little do for me, bro, it could be something as simple as holding the door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I go out my way to tell people thank you. And if you
Facts.
got the first one for me, I'm gonna get the next one for you, bro.
That's just as a community, bro.
Yeah,
just
it gotta be
each
like
other.
that. It gotta be like that, bro.
Especially in our community, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially in our community.
There's so much negativity.
That's
We gotta
why-
start spreading some positivity.
Man, that's why it hurts so much to hear her just say that, because there's too many people. Like, I feel like we gotta love each other, bro. Like, because at the end, we all brothers and sisters, black, white, whomever. But just in our community, bro. You know what I'm talking
No, I
about.
know exactly what you mean.
This thing, Josh, man, you just did a long A1 and somebody come out to, man, keep going, young fella.
Oh yeah.
Like, keep going, man.
Yeah, I've had similar experiences from a few of my clients that just feel like, hey, I've seen you. I know you have a family. I know you work a full-time job outside of this, and just wanted to give you a little extra this week. And like there's a saying, man, it's one of those things where you just like stop in the moment and like, man, it feels like, at times it feels like you're just a robot in mode doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And you don't necessarily feel the value of or see the benefit of what you're doing. You're just doing it because you know it provides.
Yeah.
So when those moments happen, it's like, man, like I don't know. I feel like it's a hug from God, man. Like,
Right,
hey, I
right.
see you, and I'm using this person to bless you. You know.
Yeah,
So-
for sure, bro. I'm really is.
Yeah.
I look, bro, it's a blessing. Anytime you get some money in your pocket that you didn't, you know what I mean? Granted, I worked for it. Like I seen it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That extra.
But
though,
thank
right?
you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I get paid for doing this. Like,
Facts.
So anything, bro, you just pay for our meal for the night. You just bought me and my lady drinks. You just, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I appreciate it, bro. We got to start appreciating each other. That's what comes with, you know what I'm saying, us being better. Is appreciating the next person, the person standing next to you for whatever they bring to the table.
Yeah.
We all ain't the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know some cats way better at math than I am, you know what I mean? But I can write a song.
Right.
I can play basketball, suck at baseball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so we just got to start using people for what they bring to the table instead of shunning people and then pretty much shitting on their beliefs and how they feel and what they got going on. You know what I mean? Always shedding light on the negative, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's what, and I know the world is like that, but man, if we can get more people just pushing positivity, we can start to change the mode a little bit.
Right. Now, why you think I ain't want to just do a podcast by myself, man?
No, I understand.
Like,
I understand it.
Don't get me wrong,
Weird.
some
I
people
felt
do
like
it,
that
but
too,
like,
yeah.
man, I can't do this alone, man.
Yeah.
Like, I want some people who we like-minded, but may have a different perspective than I do. When you put that, bro, a good meal ain't just one thing.
No,
Like, it's a bunch of stuff in that make it good. And that's
It's like burgers and fries go together. It gotta go together. You know, like you said, chicken and waffles. It's like at this point, that's what you gotta eat. Like you mashing that together. Like,
right.
make sure you got your syrup. Like, it
Facts.
has to all come together. You know what I mean?
Facts. That's what I want to see as a community, man. Like that's why I was so hurt when she said that. But I wish she could come back and say what I meant to say was this, or I apologize.
Or not even that. Keep shedding light on who she is. Maybe we might get a different landscape of where she was going with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that be the only comments you put out amongst the community now.
Right.
Let's see. I want to hear other things you got to talk about. Like, we got to hear you in different spaces now.
Right.
You can't just leave that out there and let that just be what it is, because you will forever be a meme or ever be a video.
No, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to hear what she got a little.
That's
bit more
why I
from
tried to like maybe she meant, but she did double down.
Yeah, because she
like,
doubled down on it,
yeah.
like you know what I mean. And then to know your mom was, you know,
That's the part. Like
Yeah.
really, like
real talk. To know her mother was a driver, like maybe it's some hurt. You know what I'm saying? Hurt people type of thing. You know what I'm
could
saying?
be.
Like maybe.
could be.
But if you got M's in the bank account and I ain't looking back, you see what I'm like?
Yeah.
It's kind of big. Like man, who's talking to me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once you get to a certain level, certain things you're not looking back upon.
Right.
So she has to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Even to
Yeah.
make a comment like that. Or a bus driver, maybe she might ran into a bus driver, or a truck driver, and dog was, you know, she thought he was A1 and he played her to the left.
Could be. Yeah.
Now she forever, you know, feel away about it.
Yeah. Could
You know,
be.
people don't let go. You know what I mean? A lot.
Mhm.
At least women, for sure.
Right.
I'm gonna say that about y'all. Y'all don't let go. You forgive, you don't forget.
Well, man, I appreciate y'all both coming through, man. Y'all get
Appreciate
people,
you, bro.
man.
Appreciate
Josh,
you.
I definitely want you to talk about your business, but y'all get people something to leave with, man. I don't know where I want to take it first.
Now I'll go out, man. First and foremost, like I said, like and subscribe. Cut Talk Podcast, man. Shout out to B, shout out to Protege, shout out to Mac. I know they couldn't be here today, but we always gonna push their names forward. Shout out my boy Mark for always hosting, being that guy, just being that component. You know what I'm saying? Just being that piece. You know what I'm saying? And just happy to be a part. Working on a little music and stuff now. I'm just open. Getting back to
push
doing
the
stuff.
music, man. Push the
Yeah,
music, man.
I ain't really, cause I don't really know what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? I'm working with my guy Kesey with a Y now. If you want to tap into him, it's Kesey with a Y on all platforms. He is doing this thing right now and been doing this thing. I'm kind of gonna tap in with him and do like a joint EP. But I'm just getting back to trying to like feel it. You know what I'm saying? Getting into dad mode. And I got a lot going on. Like I said, my son playing football and basketball is just parent mode and doing what I love to do as a hobby and being with the missus and just trying to push, like we just trying to push this thing forward as males and African American men at that. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to keep the camaraderie going, a building, just a team. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like I said, each one teach one. That's my biggest thing. You always gonna hear me say that. Each one teach one, because I believe in that. Like just everybody working together to, you know what I'm saying, move forward. So, man, that's all I got going on. Like I said, first and foremost, Cut Talk Podcast, like and subscribe, and just keep tuning in with us. Like, that's what it's about.
Mm-hmm. And I will say this about the podcast, and Josh can take it home. Doing it with you, bro, it ain't the normal, like, scream, yelling podcast. But I feel like we had a good R&B vibe today, man.
Yeah,
smooth operator vibe. Normally we be turned up at that.
I think it's because like, we got the components, man. We got the guys and everybody.
I like it though.
Because
like,
it's a side.
I like it.
I like both. I like both vibes.
It's a different vibe, but I dig it.
both vibes because when the guys is here, you get to getting into. Both them got an opinion, and both of y'all got an opinion. And I was like. He's saying stuff that I wouldn't think about, and I'm saying stuff he wouldn't think about, and then we all cross-matching, so it's like that dynamic.
Yeah.
I think with me and you, it's just bouncing off the word. Then you got Josh here, man. Josh is an excellent co-host today, bro.
Yeah.
Like, giving us great vibes, great feedback. I got to put that out there for real, because he can carry the conversation. A lot of people can't carry the conversation. I think that's what works for us, too, bro. Just being able to carry the conversation. I know you get a lot of bros in there, and slang and stuff like that, but you get a lot of gems too. So being able to carry the conversation is dope, man. It's just a good vibe for sure.
Yeah, bro. For me, I wanna salute you, bro, for the idea. I know I told you when you first told me about it that it was a brilliant idea. It's a space that hasn't been tapped into. I think for generations, these types of conversations have naturally been held throughout barbershops all across the country, all across the world, right? Like the barber is looked at as like the mental health therapist for a lot of men, right? Mm-hmm. And to bring it to the masses, I think is a great idea for others to listen in on, learn from, put their feedback into. Yeah. I think something that got brought up in discussion today that I would like to hear more about and just talk more about is when we're talking about the attorney who looked down on the bus driver. Just the topic of pride and ego and how it distorts our relationships and our communities, man. We don't allow a lot of things to happen, or we don't see things come to full fruition based off pride and ego, right? And so I think just breaking that down, what that looks like, why it is, how to get better at it. I don't think you ever fully remove it, but there's levels to it where it's like, all right, did she really have to say it like that to where a lot of men and like at the end of the day, people are gonna brush it off, but there's some people that are gonna be stuck on it. You know what I mean? Like, man, I'm a bus driver. You know, like, what's wrong with me? This, that, the other. So I think there's a lot deeper issues that pride and ego play into, but that's like a root issue that I think is really rampant in our society. It's not getting close to brothers, not being able to open up because of pride and ego, thinking they know it all, or they don't want to hear it from somebody else that they feel like is below them, or whatever the case. So it goes into the idea of spreading more positivity, having community. But yeah, bro, I appreciate you and Dez's perspectives on the topics. I think we covered a lot. Man,
smooth show, man. For sure.
Definitely a good show, man.
Yeah.
And I hope everybody enjoyed it, and man, continue looking forward to more. Definitely shout out my boy Protege B, Mac, and yeah, for me in terms of business, I don't really need to shout that out. I do what I do, and you know, I do well for it, and not really looking to grow it right now. I'm at a place where I'm just like, hey, I'm maintaining business wise, and I'm focused on the family, growing that, and just building my children up, and you know what I mean. That's my heavy focus right now. So, man, keep God first and keep it pushing.
So, would you want to come back?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I had to make sure I pose a question to him. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure. You know what I mean? Because
we gonna
have you back, bro.
Figure it out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, gotta have you back, bro. Because he good time, man.
93.3 vibes down here, man. Hey, man, it's been Cut Talk 4. We out of here.
Adios.
Holla.
I liked it, fellas.